everyone, my name is Jordan Karnbach. I'm a news reporter here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Here's a look at some of my work. It was this street where police say a 48-year-old woman was murdered just 4 weeks ago, and now the family is feeling the weight of her loss, and they want to see justice. Tonight, we were at Stephen Henry's watch party. He was one of the 4 candidates initially left off the Republican ballot. Now, tonight's vibe was very laid back as everybody watched those election results come in. Stephen Henry says having that R next to his name on the Republican ballot really gives the power back to the voters. County first responders testified that when they first arrived at the scene that morning, they noticed Whaley was in a state of shock, but he was speaking clearly. Now the state and the defense have both rested, but in this courtroom behind me here, the judge is reading the jury certain definitions such as what vehicular assault means, just so they're better informed when making their decision. Josh and Latricia, as you can see behind me, some of those light masks are still standing here in place, but if you take a walk with me over here, you can see one of them has already been taken down and covered with caution tape. Now, this was due to a windstorm that rolled through Chattanooga. Now, the council is also expected to hear more on this tonight, but some Chattanoogans are saying it's a shame that architecture in Chattanooga hasn't lasted as long as they think it should. Right, is what police found tarnished by other people being in Jason Chen's apartment when they weren't supposed to be? That was the main discussion in court today. I'm here at Notre Dame High School where parents were lined up earlier today waiting to pick their children up for dismissal after they heard there were shots fired at their children's school, and subsequently the school was on lockdown. Now, there was a very heavy police presence earlier today. Yeah, we're here on Founders Way across the street from the UPS employee parking lot where police say dozens of cars were broken into in a smash and grab type situation. Now, take a look at some of this video we have from the parking lot where you can see car windows covered in plastic and shattered glass on the ground. The building behind me is where it all started. People started feeling sick on the job, causing themselves to walk over to Erlanger for help.
She joins us now. Jordan, what did they show today?
Today, a judge bound Lawrence Goodine's case over to a grand jury as prosecutors played video and showed images from the night Kara Akins was killed. Alongside a ban on indoor security cameras, Airbnb says the revised policy will also see new rules on outdoor security cameras. Hosts will be required to disclose the presence and location of any outdoor security cameras before guests book a reservation. Every day at 4 p.m., Randall Ledford says his daughter Courtney would call him. She died in a car crash back in February, and now when he comes to visit her, her calls are not the only thing he's missing. Flowers were a symbol of her son's love for her. 10-year-old Caden picked his mom flowers the morning before he went to school and told his mom that he loved her. That was the same day her house went up in flames. Some patients here at CHI Memorial have seen the same doctor their entire lives. Now, fear of starting over has them wondering why this even happened in the first place. Officers say they searched this building for the man who brought guns inside of it, an act people who knew him say was completely out of character. Beekeepers in Jackson County, where state officials say these bees have been found, say they can hide in any crevice to form a colony like the eave of this building. Girls high school flag football will now become an official high school sport in the state of Tennessee, something aspiring players say they can't wait for, and something organizers say will help with a major disparity. Ariana Smith was waiting for her packages, $400 worth of items stolen from her front porch. In court on Friday, attorneys played body camera video from the Chattanooga Police Department. That video showed Jasmine Pace's mother, Katrina, as she pleads with the police for help in finding her daughter back in 2022. What we learned most recently in court, Katrina had already started to look for Jasmine by herself. Here's a caution sign that says slow kids crossing. It's placed here in this Cleveland neighborhood on Village Oak Circle, and it's what drivers see just 5 houses away from where tragedy happened.
Hi! Are you kids? You somebody. Okay. What?
Screams from a mother who had no idea what she was about to see.
And I was just scared that I was going to walk up and he wasn't going to be alive.
The parents of 4-year-old Casper Trent wanted us to show you this surveillance video someone in their neighborhood captured, even though it's hard to watch.
The driver didn't apologize to us.
He didn't say a single word to us.
The Cleveland Police Department says the driver of the vehicle was driving without a license when he hit Casper with his car. At this point, he was only cited for that.
He only had the broken leg, and then he just has the few scrapes and stuff on his face from the road rash. The hardest part is how traumatized he seems to be now, and it's been really difficult. He always talks about cars, like, oh, there's a car coming, like when we take him and wheel him around in his wheelchair and stuff.
Casper's mother, Tony Anderson, says he was playing with his friends across the street. She says she thought there were adults outside, but didn't know for sure whether the kids were supervised at the time.
We're constantly keeping tabs on him. Like, we'll let him go play, and then 5 or 10 minutes will go by, and we'll be like, all right, we need to go make sure everything's okay.
According to the release from the Cleveland Police Department, quote, the driver stated he was driving 10 to 15 miles per hour when the child darted out into the roadway. The speed limit on that road is 20 miles per hour. When we asked about this, the Cleveland Police Department told us speeding was not an issue, but Casper's parents don't agree.
There's no way that he was going 10 to 15 for that kind of an impact. If he'd been going 10 to 15 and hit my boy,
He would have been able to stop in time for sure.
Casper's parents told us that the doctor said that his leg may not grow straight, but he should be able to walk on his own after 8 weeks. Reporting in Cleveland, I'm Jordan Karnbach. This mother says she would scrape up change and walk to her nearest store just to put diapers on her baby. She now has a sigh of relief knowing more help is on the way.
Ooh, it is cold in here.
It's time for a re-up
Give me a diaper.
for 1-year-old Elijah.
Good job. Give me a high five. It's either cry out for help or struggle.
The price of diapers has been a struggle for this mother of two, a price tag that's gone up 20% since 2018.
I ended up actually going to stay in a homeless shelter because I couldn't keep up with everything.
When Erica Greer heard the news that help was on the horizon,
Money that I am spending on diapers and wipes, I see that it's able to help go towards bills.
Tennessee will soon become the first state in the country to offer free diapers to families enrolled in the state's Medicaid program after receiving federal approval.
Newborns can go through anywhere from maybe 8 to 12 diapers per day.
Elizabeth Cordelise is the director of Family Forward at Signal Centers. Greer has been seeking help here for her essential baby needs.
We've seen an impact in terms of, parents having to choose between diapers for their babies or putting food on the table for their family.
Families could receive up to 100 diapers per month for children under 2 starting in August, which will be available at 10 Care pharmacies.
It'll be really helpful for moms like me and that are struggling.